Today I'm going to show you how to use Comic Life 3 to create a CD album cover. Now you might ask why we need CD album covers if we're not selling actual CDs anymore, but for a lot of websites like iTunes or this is Bandcamp, you need to create digital art. I've also used Comic Life for posters and book covers and all kinds of things. I also use stuff like Photoshop as well, but I just find that okay, there we go. I just show that it's just a lot easier and quicker using Comic Life, and it's a lot more fun sometimes. And I don't work for them. I just happen to like this. I've used it for a bunch of stuff. Anyway, so we're going to start Comic Life over here, Comic Life 3. This is my new Mac, so forgive me if I'm a little slow on things. Hit Start Comic, and we're going to start with a blank. Okay. We're going to go to the inspector, and we're going to change the page setup. They already have options here for an insert, tray card, whatever. I've done DVD covers here before, too. I'm used to using an older version of this, so I'm going to go ahead and change this a little bit. We'll save this as, let's call it Jessica. Okay. Yay. All right. So a lot of these different, if you look at my examples that I had here, I kind of have a setup that's very, it's based slightly on Naxos, which does classical music CDs. So a lot of their stuff looks a lot like this, where you have the title of the composer, the music underneath, a little blurb there about the publishing, where country the composer's from, and then some sort of music, and then I put the copyright on the bottom there. So you don't necessarily have to stick to this, but I find that it's just kind of nice to have a basic version that then you can just keep tweaking. And then I kept tweaking that version to make this one, to make that one, to make this one. Like I said, these are all done with Comic Life. So some of the artwork is just public domain. Some of the artwork is stuff that I've created myself using other programs. Like I created that one, that one. That one was a poster that I outsourced for somebody else to create. Created that one. That one. So, but as you can see, they all kind of have a very similar, not all of them, this one's kind of, which is a mess, but a lot of them are very similar in their setup. So I'm going to stick to something very similar to that. You don't have to, but that's what I'm going to stick with. So first thing you need to do, obviously, is that we have this area here. And I am going to create, I'm going to change the background color. Just change the fill to black. Just a little sleeker. And then if we were going to have some text, I just use the lettering option. You can use other options, but it just seems easier. So this would be the artist name. Okay, whatever it is. Now, one of the reasons I really like this program is that it's got some really fun fonts. And, you know, if you're like a rocker or whatever you are, you can actually come up with something that's pretty interesting, you know, and very distinct quickly. And so let's say, you know, we'll go with this one. Artist name. Anyway, and then you can change it here if you want to take the stroke out. I normally don't have a stroke, and I usually stick to a very basic fill, but once again, that's up to you. So the artist name, you have a guide here to keep it centered. Okay, and then what I often will do for continuity is I will have the same for the title. So album title. And usually this is a very longer title, so it's like, this is a long album title. And then you see it pops like that, and then you can just, oops. One is like white. There we go. Long album title. Okay. All right. Save that. Okay. For the little line on the top, you can just create a line. Oops, that's too little of a line. There. I did that last time. I think last time I actually used arrowhead. Why is it so thin? not like, they might have changed this. Like I said, I haven't been using this. Oh, I think I used a rectangle. Why? So the rectangle, obviously you can resize it. And like I said, you don't have to follow exactly what I have here. You can change it to your own thing if you want. Okay? So there's that. But like I said, I was trying to copy some of these other ones. Very basic. Okay. All right. So there we have that. Now for up here, if you choose to put something there, record. Okay, and then I'm used to the older interface. It doesn't have as many options. So, I just hit Apple D to create a duplicate. So record label or a publishing company or whatever. Take that. I don't want a stroke there. We're not gonna have that for a fill. And most likely for this, you probably want a really boring font. So I believe the most boring one is Beryllium. I misspelled why I did that one. But anyway, okay, cool. So if you're looking for a flag on the other side, the great thing about Google is that you can look for a flag icon, like domain or something. And there's a bunch of options. There's a US flag. And you can. Oh, red. Hey, there we go. This is Creative Commons. Use it. There we go. Hey, look at that. Obviously, you could add whatever flag you want, or you don't have to add a flag. I'm going to move these guys up a little bit. There we go. All right. Another thing you want to do, I duplicate that there. At the bottom, you want to enter copyright. Copyright 2016. This is an awesome, I don't know, whatever, artist name. I guess artist name or label or whatever. You want to make sure you have your copyright at the bottom. Once again, if you need the copyright symbol, simply look up the copyright symbol. It's right there. Image. Obviously, you could try to have one that's, not white against, or not black against white, but I don't think it really matters. And why is it in italics? All right, so there's that so far. Now this is for an insert, so you may have to crop this, depending on what you require. Like for instance, one of the websites that I have, everything has to be exactly like 5 by 5, or 3,000 pixels by 3,000 pixels, or 6,000 pixels by 6,000 pixels. So it's a square. As you can see, the one here is not a square. So you might have to move things around, just depending on what they expect. Not a big deal. That's my dog. Okay, last thing we need now is a picture. And these are just pictures from my iMac. And you can just kind of hide your picture. Blah, blah, blah. So obviously you want to get a picture that you have rights to. So that way you can go ahead and publish these out. You don't want to, or something public domain. And there you go. That is pretty much your basic one. What I would do is save this as Basica or basic, and then you would just simply take this and save it, and then you can save it as something else. So you could save it as, let's say you want to change this to your Basica or album or something like that. And then you can change the name to, Bloody Guts Band and Zombie Love Fever and that's the name of your band. And obviously, these are not, the most exciting pictures for Zombie Love Fever. Oh, another thing that you might want to do too, which is kind of fun, if you click on this and you click on Style, you have all these other options where you can change the style of the picture. Obviously, you can do other things where you can take your picture, make it bigger, send it to the back, and now you have the Bloody Guts Band, and the Zombie Love Fever. Super easy. And then you can add shadows. If you want, you can add a stroke to that. You can actually see it. You can add shadows to these too. You want to add some sort of stroke to that. Bloody Guts Band. I generally don't like the whole stroke thing. Anyway, okay, and then the name Bloody Guts Band. Alright. Copyright. Okay. And your record label is Zombie Flesh Eating Records Incorporated. And your stuff in the United States. Okay? And if you want to see it, let's see if it. So then we can export it. You want to export it, you can export it to a PDF, an image, to Facebook, etc. Export it to an image. You have 300 DPI, which is print quality. 600 DPI is like photo quality. 72 DPI is like Facebook. So I'm just going to make it 72 because I'm not really going to do anything with this. Whatever. And then I'll just save that, export it. Yay! And then I caramba, where is it? There it is. Oh, I don't know where it went. Oh, no. Oh, make sure you know where you save it. Let's see, export it to image. That's fine. We're going to just export it to desktop. There we go. Okay. Export to my desktop. Should show up somewhere. There it is. And there you go. There's our wonderful and amazing. Now remember, this is 72 DPI, so if you blow it up, it's going to look pixelated. So if you want to print this, 300 DPI or 600 for the best quality. But there you go. The Bloody Guts Band Zombie Love Fever album. Amazing. Using Comic Life 3. Well, I hope that was very helpful to you. And I guess that's it. So.